There's a break in the circuit. I know how to work it. I know how to fix this. I know how to stop this. Hooligans lead the way with gasoline for the flame. The boogeyman at the gates with no regrets. He's insane. He's a ruler in a game. When it rains, it pours, and the core is raw. It bleeds, and I fear it's over. It's a force in motion, a never-ending ocean, and you think that it's the final thing you No remorse, it's over. No remorse, it's over. No remorse, it's over. No remorse, it's over. No But the devil's in disguise. It's in his hands and multiplies with no reason to his rhyme. There's no rhythm to his crimes. He will take what he finds. When it rains, it pours. Oh, and the core is raw. It bleeds, and I fear it's over. It's a force in motion, a never-ending ocean, and you think that it's the final thing you feel.
What is up, hooligans, and happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. First, we're going to be starting off with a video titled What We Know About Trump's Golden Dome Missile Defense System. It's been a little while since we talked about that, so we got kind of an update. Sorta. Then we got a video titled LAPD Arrests Man Who Blasted Loud Horns and Alarms from His Home for Months. I don't know if this guy's a lunatic or what. He claims the mafia is trying to get him. I don't know what being loud has to do with that, but either way. Then we got a video titled Trump's DC Takeover Turns 24/7 as He Seeks Long-Term Control. We also kind of have a doubly there. The second video, man accused of throwing a sandwich at a CBP agent in DC faces federal assault charges, which is really funny. That's shouldn't have thrown the sandwich, I guess. We're going to play those back to back. Then we got a video titled Amid Kratom Crackdown, FDA warns 7-OH may be next wave of opioid crisis. I used to know a lot of people that did kratom and stuff when I worked in the factory. I've never done it. I guess it's a plant or something like that, but I don't know. They're claiming there's an opioid ingredient in all of it. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through, and it's provided by Stoner. Actually, all the funny videos today were provided by Stoner. You guys need to give him some competition because, I mean, he's just really outdoing himself with these funny videos. First one's titled Going to the WNBA Like. Then getting back into the news, we got a video titled Los Angeles Schools Set Up Anti-ICE Zones. I don't know how they could do that. I don't understand how that's not obstruction, but either way. And that's a huge propaganda piece. Everybody's going to be all mad when we cover that. Then we got a video titled Fuck That. Hunter Biden reacts to Melania Trump threatening to sue him, trying to sue him for $1 billion hairs. Then we got a video titled LA Gang Members are arrested and accused of massive sex trafficking operation. The ringleader was only 24 years old. Then the last little bit of the news, of course, is lefties losing it. This one's titled Pathetic Little Gremlin. Greta Thunberg Screams on stage about Palestine. Talking about East Palestine, Ohio, I'm assuming. Then we'll be getting into the fun stuff. We'll be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our two funny videos of the day. And like I said, they both were provided by Stoner. First one's titled AOC is Having a Hard Time. And our official funny video of the day is titled Feeling Like a Freak on a Leash. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Simply Witchy? What's up, Guessum? What's up, Snooks? And what's up, Russell? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Ghostly, you were first today. Now, I appreciate you racing in chat, and happy freedom to you, Ghostly. What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, Kevin? What's up, Downsy? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. What's up, Appeal to Heaven? What's up, Time Traveler? What's up, Spicy K? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. What's up, MU? What's up, Appeal to Heaven? If I can get you already, happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what's up, Giggling Spine? What's up, Watchman? What's up, Nana? Happy freedom to all of you guys. Make sure you hit that like button, see if you can get us on the front page of Rumble. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? What's up, Tony Rich? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on the communism platform? Tube Steak, you were first today. Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, Toy Mafia? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Grace? What's up, Thomas? What's up, Agent O? And what's up, Media Watch? Happy freedom, you hooligans. You guys are welcome. Hit that like button over on the Goof Tube as well. And what is up, everyone over on X? What's up, Watchman? Happy freedom to you. Appreciate you being omnipresent. All right, hooligans, we're going to get into things. Now, I feel like I'm forgetting to tell you guys something. I don't know what that could be. I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and do the thing, right? So first one, what we know about Trump's Golden Dome missile defense system. I'm going to start with something easy here. Come on. Load up. Dealing with YouTube's bullshit. All right, now before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, we have these Hooligan Strong t-shirts. Now, this design was created by Alistair, and Alistair is a badass in just about everything he does. So I will be posting his link in all of the chats for you hooligans to have the opportunity to hire him for your creative needs, because if you think it, he can create it. Now, this design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, dog tags, and we even made steel tumblers out of this design. Today I got on the spooky green hooligan badge. We got lots of items and lots of designs over in the merch store. I'll be dropping all the links in the chats while we watch this first video.
President Trump's Golden Dome for America defense system has what some are calling an ambitious 3-year timeline for its execution. And now, after a recent summit for defense industry experts, we have a clearer idea of how exactly this system would work.
Go fast, think big. It's the mindset behind the mission to deliver the Trump administration's hallmark Golden Dome missile defense system. New details shared during a presentation this month reveal its complexity. Just 3 months after President Trump announced the administration had finalized the project's details.
We have officially selected an architecture for this state-of-the-art system that will deploy next-generation technologies across the land, sea, and space.
The Missile Shield project will include 4 layers, according to Reuters: a space-based layer responsible for sensing and tracking missile attacks and missile defense, and 3 land-based layers, including interceptors, radars, and potentially even lasers. There will also reportedly be 11 short-range missile batteries across the continental United States, Hawaii, and Alaska. The multi-layered defense system, modeled after Israel's Iron Dome, will utilize new and existing defense technologies.
The Iron Dome is a fantastic example of what can be done for ballistic missile defense and other threats. Israel is about 1/400th the size of America. This will be the Manhattan Apollo project level technical lift we have here.
Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, and Boeing are on the short list to be part of the project. And one notable omission, Reuters reports Elon Musk's SpaceX was not mentioned in that presentation to nearly 3,000 defense contractors. In a statement to News Nation, Northrop Grumman said in part this: "We're all in on Golden Dome. We have a ready now portfolio of products that are already fielded around the world. From space and air-based missile warning and tracking systems, advanced processing and ground systems and intercept capabilities." The Pentagon tells News Nation it's gathering information, quote, from industry, academia, national labs, and other government agencies for support to Golden Dome for America. It would be imprudent for the department to release further information on this program during these early stages.
Now, while the plan for the Golden Dome is still coming together, critics are concerned that it isn't clear how much this is really going to cost. Congress appropriated $25 billion back in July for the project, and then another $45 billion is in President Trump's 2026 budget request. But The Hill is reporting that some estimates have it costing more than $500 billion over the course of 20 years.
Thank you for watching.
Okay. Talking about the Golden Dome there. Ah, man, I always want to say something funny. Whenever we talk about that Golden Dome, I ain't never had Golden Dome before. I wish. Next up, LAPD arrest man who blasts loud horns and alarms from home for months. Like I said, this guy says that the mafia is trying to kill him, so he just sounds the alarm every day. I don't know. It's very weird. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump's Golden Dome. They're saying that they're trying to make it happen within the next 3 years. There's going to be 4 layers of defense. There's going to be a space-based early warning system, a land-based missile interceptors, land-based radar arrays, and land-based lasers. We're going to have those freaking lasers. That'll show those commies, damn it. Either way, let's hop in the chat. What's up, Salty Ragu? Happy freedom to you. Simply Witchy, Kratom is evil, always wondered how it could be legal. Knew someone who started using it years ago. Needless to say, I don't hang out with them anymore. Makes people angry and violent. Yeah. It's weird. Kratom is very weird. I found one of my buddies like trying to put powder in capsules, and I was like, what the hell are you doing? And they were talking about how it's Kratom and it's safe and it's a plant and all this stuff. And now Florida's banning it. And I'm like, well, I don't know. It sounds like shit. It sounds like not good stuff. What's up, Gassam? Happy freedom. What's up, Freedom Liberty? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Campfire? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Otters? Happy freedom. What's up, Tony Brez? Happy freedom. Otters, not sure if I trust Boeing, but also not sure if I would trust Musk either. He is brilliant, but easily swayed by bad players if the situation is good for him. Yeah, I agree, Otters. It'll be interesting when they put this all together. What's up, Boosted Flames? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Major? Happy freedom to you. Boosted Flames, the Laser Cats. Yeah, can't beat the Laser Cats. The commies didn't stand a chance. What's up, Patriot Dad? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Lady Katie? Happy freedom. Kevin, praying we don't have to get in our bunkers. Bunkers for what? You got a bunker? What's up, Mr. Lynn? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Larry? Happy freedom to you. How are you doing, Larry? You were at the hospital? Well, I hope you're doing all right, Larry. What's up, Nick? Happy freedom. Space-based early warning system. What about the delays? Even you're delayed and you're much closer than space. Yeah, Nick, I don't know. I don't know how it's all supposed to work. Some people don't even believe we can go to space. So, you know, that changes things even more. What's up, Cass? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans. We're going to move forward here. Like I said, LAPD arrests man who blasted loud horns and alarms from his home for months. They don't really explain why he was doing it, but he believes the mafia is out to get him, so at least he's got that going for him. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
And we have breaking news tonight involving this neighborhood nightmare playing out in Van Nuys. New video tonight showing the man responsible for blaring horns and sirens being taken into custody. It's a saga we've been following for 2 days, and tonight the LAPD is taking action. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo live in that neighborhood with the new video and the latest information. Tim.
And Mark, I'll pause for a second because you could literally hear crickets out here tonight. Residents in this neighborhood will sleep easy this evening, both literally and figuratively, as the man who lives in this house here behind me that has been blasting loud noises through the streets is in jail tonight.
Are we going through the same thing again? Tell me! Tell me!
His arrest nearly as loud as the blaring horns that brought LAPD here in the first place.
Answer my question! Answer my question!
He was just yelling right away. So we're like, oh, there's no missing that when he's yelling and screaming. Hear that from a mile away.
Gary Boyadzian taken into custody Wednesday night after months of countless complaints from his neighbors for this. Deafening train horns that were placed high on a tree in his backyard. And if it wasn't the horn, it was his house alarm, also intentionally set off. LAPD says they've responded to his home on Peach Avenue in Van Nuys more than 5 times, and this morning gave him an administrative citation. But it clearly turned criminal. Boyadzian left for several hours, and when he returned, police were nearby, watching and listening.
He came out and thought everything was over, so he went out and watered his lawn, and a couple of the plainclothes vehicles just pulled up real quick and snatched him on the lawn. And he was yelling and screaming and resisting arrest. And he was screaming in the car. You could hear the car as it went down the street, could hear him screaming.
Boyadzian was taken away, but the horns haven't been taken down yet. But with no one home to set them off, at least it'll be quiet tonight.
The neighborhood's a huge relief. We know we're not going to hear that horn, and it's disrupting no matter what you're doing.
Earlier today, when we asked him why he sounds off the alarms, he unleashed an unsubstantiated story about the mafia trying to kill him and LAPD assisting in the plot.
Some of the neighbors we spoke to say you have mental health problems.
They have mental health problems. My problem, he wants to kill me. My life is in danger. If they don't want to seem to understand it, that's no problem.
LAPD hasn't said what they've charged him with just yet, but for neighbors it's moot, because for the moment, silence never sounded so good.
Finally. Yeah, so now we can relax and just live our lives the best way we can. It is unclear at this point how long he will be detained. His family members are actually still here right now, including his mother. She's been here most of the evening. I tried to talk to them to understand their view of this entire ordeal, but they did not want to speak tonight. We're live in Van Nuys. Tim Caputo, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Tim, thank you.
Okay, like I said, they don't really tell you why he was doing that. He has a train horn hooked to a tree, and then he sets off his home alarm and does it all intentionally. The police have been there 5 times over the last few months. He claims that the mafia is trying to kill him and that the LAPD is assisting in that. They also didn't mention what they're charging him with. Now, if you're suspected of a crime but they don't have evidence, they can detain you for 48 hours to try and find evidence in order to actually jail you. And it doesn't really sound like they're going to jail him. It almost sounds like they're giving him a cool down period or something. So I assume he'll be back in 2 days. Otherwise, I don't know what they could charge him with. Disturbing the peace at most, I would assume. I highly doubt they could actually get assault off of it. Because, you know, assault is infringing on somebody basically in a threatening way. So it's hard to say considering they don't have actual charges. Let me see here. Do you hooligans think that he's actually being chased down by the mafia? You think he's like witness protection or something like that? Or do you guys think he's just wackadoodle? Next up, President Trump's D.C. takeover turns 24/7 as he seeks long-term control. Like I said, I think we're going to play this one back to back, and the second story being man accused of throwing sandwich at CBP agents in D.C. is now facing federal assault charges. Both those are coming up next, but first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this this horny man. Live it review, you can't kill me, my horn is blaring. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. The mafia is coming to get me, so I sound the alarm all the time. Well, isn't that like crying wolf? One day somebody's going to break in your house. They're not going to believe anything's going on because you've been just a belligerent asshole for a couple months now, you know? Simply which, you think he's wackadoodle? Yeah, he could be. I mean, he was screaming. They said Said you could hear him screaming as the cop car drove away. Salt agree with the mafia. You'll never find that guy. Yeah, I mean, you know, he's not the house that's blasting sirens and train horns. It's definitely not that guy. I forgot I was going to post the link here. Yeah, I think that'll work. What's up, Live Review? Happy freedom to you. Making enchiladas? Sounds good. I'm going to eat steak again today. I was just craving it 2 days in a row. What's up, Jagula? Happy freedom. Cass, a horny wackadoodle. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I don't know if they can charge him with that. What's up, Ronnie? Happy freedom. Appeal to Evan. Happy freedom to you. Witness protection. All he would have to do is call his handler and move him to a new location. Yeah, that's true. He thought sounding the alarm was going to work better, though. What's up, Enter User? Happy freedom. What's up, Rappy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy freedom. Enter User. The guy's just horny. I think we're all on the same page here. Patriot Dad, I want a train horn that goes off when motion sensors are triggered. That would be hilarious. People walking through your yard, then they just shit their pants and run really fast. I mean, it sounds worth it to me. What's up, Kirk Allen? Happy freedom to you. Happy freedom to you, Beck Frank, if I can get you already. Loud noises. You guys don't like that in Australia? I meant to give you guys a warning about how loud it was. I mean, you figured it out, but yeah. What's up, Time Traveler? Happy freedom to you. Otters, I'd be messing with this guy every chance I get. Like putting concrete shoes on his lawn, just moving, put a gnome in his yard, and then every day sneak over there and just move it a little bit. Write messages from the mafia. Oh, that's the way to go. And spray paint messages in his yard from the mafia. Send him on his way. What's up, Jay Spray? Happy freedom to you. That's why we gotta make asylums great again. What's up, Glamour? Happy freedom to you. I don't know what you posted in the chat. It's a lock. Probably one of your cool emojis. What's up, Major? Happy freedom to you. Oi. What's up, Hazard? Happy freedom. Hazard, they don't want to speak to them because they're catching up on sleep. Yeah, who wants to talk to the press? Nick, he may have a lawsuit. If you think about it, then he could move far away from everyone. What do you mean? Like, he's doing that intentionally to try and get a lawsuit against the city? I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't really understand how they could arrest him unless it's sound ordinance. And even that, I don't think is an arrestable offense. They'd have to give him citations and stuff. What's up, Terry? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Sass? Happy freedom. Larry, you posted on Hooligans Alley. I'll check it out. Thank you for letting me know, Larry. What's up, Jay? Happy freedom. What's up, Black Sheep? Happy freedom to you. Assault with a deadly sandwich. Yep, it's coming up next. It was a tactical Subway sub. What's up, Sassy Patriot? Happy freedom to you. Lady Katie, loved me some Michigan. It's my second home. Hubby and I lived there for a couple years, and I can't stop wanting to go back. Well, now's the time to be here, because pretty soon it'll be winter, and, well, winter just lasts forever. Snooks, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, weird. Rumble Studio posted the old title. That's fucking weird. Glamour, you're excited for winter? Oh yeah, because you're going to have snow, right? First time seeing snow in a while. You can have my share of the snow. I'm doing great. How are you doing, Glamour? What's up, CLB? Happy freedom? Kevin, you can't spell? I can't read, so it's all good. It's all good. I gotta change the titles, but we're gonna go ahead and get into this next video here. Like I said, Trump's DC takeover turns 24/7 as he seeks long-term control. And like I said, we're going to play these as a doubly. We got them back to back. Second video being man accused of throwing sandwich at CBP agent in DC. He's facing federal assault charges. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this pulled up. It's hot. The humidity is getting me today. The only kind of titties I don't like. Anyways, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
But first, President Trump says the crackdown on crime in the nation's capital could be a beacon for other major cities across the country. It comes as the president floats extending his takeover of the D.C. police beyond 30 days. New numbers from the White House show federal officers have arrested more than 100 people since the surge of law enforcement began last week. News Nation's Tom Dempsey is live at the White House. And Tom, the president is also expanding the role of the National Guard in this entire operation.
That's right, Marky. Good morning from the White House. Overnight, President Donald Trump's team saying significantly more D.C. National Guard members helped out local law enforcement. And as part of this public safety emergency, it's now a 24/7 operation for the D.C. National Guard. Also, new video in from Immigration and Customs Enforcement shows ICE special agents working alongside U.S. Park Police along the National Mall as a helicopter flies overhead. President Trump's team also released updated numbers for the anti-crime campaign. Over 100 arrests have been made since last Thursday, and 24 guns have been seized. On Tuesday night alone, almost 1,500 law enforcement personnel patrolled the streets here. President Trump has said the public safety emergency could be extended, and he says he may be able to do so without congressional approval by declaring a national emergency. But moving forward, he expects Republicans to support this push.
We're going to need a crime bill that we're going to be putting in, and it's going to pertain initially to D.C. We're going to use it as a very positive example, and we're going to be asking for extensions on that, long-term extensions, because you can't have 30 days. 30 days that's by the time you do it. We're going to have this in good shape.
And Marky, according to Reuters, for all of last year, D.C. police reported around 56 arrests per day. That's about 3 times the number of arrests reported per day during this public safety emergency. Marky?
Yeah, and Tom, the administration, too, is also saying this operation isn't just about crime. What's coming next for the president's homeless crackdown?
Yeah, homeless encampments are going to be the target of some of this enforcement of D.C. laws. And actually today, there's a homeless encampment right near the Kennedy Center, a very big tourist spot here in D.C. that's going to be a target for this crackdown against the homelessness and the encampments here. Footage actually provided to us shows this encampment near the Kennedy Center. You can see the helicopter flying overhead, as well as members from the Office of the Deputy Mayor for Health and Human Services posting notices and speaking with some of the people living there. The White House saying D.C. will enforce current laws, and the homeless people living there will be given the option of either going to a shelter and receiving services or potentially seeing a fine and jail time.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below.
How do they think that they're going to fine homeless people? Like, I understand why they're doing it, but I mean, you're just putting people in jail at that point. If they can't afford a house, they probably can't afford to pay your fines. And so then you're guaranteeing jail time. And how do you get a house if you're busy paying fines and going to jail? I don't know. That sounds pretty tough. But I mean, there's got to be consequences, I suppose. Either way, let's go ahead and get into the second video here, and then we will hop in the chat. Like I said, we're going to play this as a doubly.
So days after President Trump announced.
You just hold on there, lady. Trying to get ahead of me here. This is titled Man Accused of Throwing Sandwich at CBP Agent in DC, and he's facing federal assault charges because of it. Make sure you guys hit that like button and let's get into this.
So days after President Trump announced that he would be taking control of the D.C. Police Department, the district has officially started clearing homeless encampments across the city. Trump says the effort is about making the city safe and beautiful again and suggested the homeless could be relocated outside the Capitol. It comes as the man accused of throwing a Subway sandwich at a federal officer is now facing felony charges. Attorney General Pam Bondi posting that the suspect worked at the Department of Justice and has now been fired and is, quote, an example of the deep state. Let's get right to our Perry Russum. Never a dull moment. What more are we learning about this sandwich thrower?
Alleged sandwich thrower, Kiera. So his name is Sean Charles Dunn. Apparently he worked at the Department of Justice before being fired in the past couple of days. An official telling us that he was an international affairs specialist in the Criminal Division's Office of International Affairs. And according to charging documents, after police say he threw the sandwich, then ran away, and then chased down by federal investigators, apparently at MPD, he admitted to throwing the sandwich, saying, quote, I did it. I threw the sandwich. He has not yet entered a plea, but Attorney General Pam Bondi posting online saying, quote, if you touch any law enforcement officer, we will come after you. You will not work in this administration while disrespecting our government and law enforcement, Kiera.
All right, let's talk about D.C. now and cleaning up the homeless encampments.
Okay, so anyways, lots going on over in D.C. Next up, we got amid Kratom crackdown, FDA warns 7OH may be next wave of opioid crisis. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat. The videos we just covered, they're saying, like I said, the first one's a follow-up talking about the crackdown in D.C. They're saying 103 people have been arrested in a week because it started last Thursday. And then they're saying since then, 103 people have been arrested, 24 guns have been seized. And on Tuesday alone, there was 1,450 officers on the street cracking down on D.C. Trump saying that he can create an extension without needing Congress's approval if he declares a national emergency. Now, I think that's too much. I just think it's too much. I don't know. That just doesn't sound right to me. I don't think DC's crime is a national emergency. Now, there is a lot of stuff going on, New York and LA and especially Portland and places like that. I still don't think it's a national emergency. I think that's a little bit too much. But either way, that's what's going on in D.C. And then, of course, in the sandwich throwing video, they're saying he was he was a dog. He's a DOJ employee, and he threw a sub at federal officers. He threw it and then ran away like a child, but he was caught, and then he admitted to throwing the sub, and then the news was too busy trying to fight over the word allegedly, like everybody doesn't know he threw that Subway sandwich. Either way, like I said, Kratom crackdown coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about everything going on in D.C. Snooks, I agree, it's not a national emergency. Yeah, I don't think so either. Simply Witchy, food isn't cheap in D.C. either. Waste some money throwing it. No, I agree. What's up, Tin Man? Happy freedom to you. Yes, how could someone actually like Michigan? It's like Canada with a wiener. What do you mean we're the dirty mitten? You didn't know that? We're the dirty mitten up here. It's fine in the summer. The summer's fine, but the winter is you gotta be tough. Survive a Michigan winter. Simply Witchy, I'm glad that he's doing it. DC is in a state, so he has every right to clean it up. Yeah. I don't really care about him cleaning up DC, but I think declaring a national emergency, I don't really like that. Because when we're in a state of emergency, like what they did for COVID, it suspends our constitutional rights. That's why they were enforcing mandates as if they were laws. Because technically we didn't have rights during the state of emergency that lasted for years. That's why the convoy was happening. The People's Convoy was to try and influence DC to stop the national emergency declaration so our rights would be reinstalled. And I mean, eventually that happened. It was like May of 2 years ago or some shit. But if he declares a national emergency because of what the fuck DC is doing, we're going to be right back in that boat over crime in DC. Like, why should everybody else be affected just because of what's going on in DC? They should have cleaned that shit up. So, I don't know. As cool as it sounds to say national emergency, it actually sucks for us being citizens. So I don't want that shit to happen. Cass, same in Minnesota. Yeah, talking about wintertime. Yeah, it's hardcore. That's like North Dakota. They get snow really, really bad. Big snow drifts and stuff. Jagular, absolutely beautiful today. Enjoy that weather. Freedom, liberty, it's not that cool. Nah, it's not. Guess I'm hope he didn't waste a good meatball. I wonder what kind of sub he got. They should have told us. Guess I wonder what kind of sandwich. Yeah. I wonder. Tony Rez, those for-profit jails need bodies. I mean, yeah. They're always filling those jails up. That's for sure. They do that a lot here because it's a small town, so there's nothing going on. So people get arrested all the time for the dumbest shit. Just because bodies in jail makes the city money. Enter user, when did the Rumblebot become an Aussie? What did the Rumblebot do? Oh, it's saying mate. That's Beck Frank's fault. Freedom Liberty, I'm not too sure about all of this. I don't mind that they're cleaning up DC, but I don't want it to get out of hand. Happy freedom to you, Green Falcon. Thank you for joining us. Glamour there, dropping the dubs in the chat. Beck Frank, oh, I heard that. It's my fault. It is your fault. Thank you for admitting it. Yes. What's up, Burgles? Happy freedom. What's up, Bloopers? Happy freedom to you. What's up, TJ? They must be actually sharing us out over on YouTube. They must have got away from the shadow ban. There's been new names all day. What's up, Techno? Happy freedom to you. That Techno, the sandwich tossing story is a bunch of baloney. I think it was from Subway. I don't think they got baloney, but you might be right. You might be right. Sandwich, or Burgles, the sandwich slinger. That's what it's gonna say in the paper. DC is a weird place. You got the sandwich slinger. You got big balls walking around. It's crime infested. I mean, it sounds like a good time. So you get over 30 and then it's just too much. I guess I did it last night. I don't know if we're gonna keep it. We're trying all kinds of stuff. Been working a lot behind the scenes. I spent 4 hours reworking this screen, and then I spent like 6 hours working on the AI on the website. We'll see how it goes. Plus I added a bunch of stuff to Rumblebot and all of that. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, amid Kratom crackdown, FDA warns 7OH may be the next wave of opioid crisis. Now, I've never heard of 7OH, but I've heard of Kratom. We were mentioning a little bit ago. I didn't really realize that Kratom was like an addicting thing. I don't know, everybody always said it was just plants. But whatever this chemical is, apparently that is the addictive ingredient. They're saying it is an opioid, I guess. I don't know. I did a lot of research to figure it out, and all it said is it acts as an opioid. I can't find anything saying it is. It just makes us react as if it was an opioid. So I think they're just saying that's good enough. And there's going to be a moment in here where they say that doctors don't even know what it is. So I don't know. I don't know. Round and round we go. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
I thought I was doing something healthy, and I literally thought I found a miracle pill. Within 6 months, it turned into a problem.
highly addictive drug that she had easy access to is Kratom. And now Florida is issuing an emergency ban over a compound found in Kratom products that are widely available in gas stations, other shops across the country. The FDA, Florida, and others say this concentrated version of the Kratom plant is, get this, stronger than morphine and is another opioid crisis waiting to happen. Florida is the first state to ban the sale of these 7-OH products. News Nation's Brooke Schaefer is in Tampa with an exclusive look at the crackdown. Brooke, this is kind of scary. What more did you learn and what more can you tell us?
Marky, the FDA described this as opioids gone mainstream. As you mentioned, easily accessible without a prescription at gas stations and vape shops. 7-OH, it looks like this sometimes in a pill form. We've also seen it as a gummy version. It's oftentimes marketed to kids, but it's incredibly dangerous. And now Florida is joining a growing list of states looking to wipe this from shelves. Yesterday, we got the chance to exclusively walk through one of these vape shops with the FDA commissioner. He was in Tampa as Florida announced a temporary emergency ban on 7-OH. The FDA commissioner told me it could be the next wave of the opioid crisis.
Everybody needs to know that you can walk into a vape store in most places in America and buy an opioid. It is not like an opioid. It doesn't just have opioid-like binding properties. It is actually up to 13 times more potent than morphine, and people can die from this. And you can buy it like a cup of coffee, almost like in a vape store, like a coffee shop.
How does something this dangerous become so easily accessible?
It's just been off the radar. Nobody has been talking about it. Nobody has studied it. Nobody has statistics on how many people have died from it yet. But what we are seeing physiologically is that it functions exactly like oxycodone or morphine. And so we want to get the word out about that.
The FDA commissioner in our conversation even told me most doctors don't even know what this substance is. So as he said, they are quickly trying to get the word out about 7-OH. It's often used as a painkiller, but as we've said, it is addictive and it's dangerous. The FDA commissioner told me as of right now, there's still a lot we don't know about this substance, and that is part of the problem, he says. The FDA and states like Florida now trying to get ahead of what they believe could be the next epidemic.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe.
Okay. Talking about Kratom there. And I think it's weird when they bring that politician guy in, or whoever that was. I assume he's a politician based on what he looks like and how dumb he sounds. But he keeps talking about like it's a new thing. I've known about Kratom for probably a decade at this point. It was 8 years ago when I first caught like one of my friends having it in the car. So it's not a new thing, but for them to say, well, there's no studies on it, and even the doctors don't know what it is. But this guy is saying it is an opiate. He's saying it's not like one, it is one. But the doctors don't even know what this is. Well, then who the fuck are you, buddy? Like, you know more than the doctors do? Are we playing that game again? I don't know. Either way, they're saying that Kratom is highly addictive, and they're targeting a specific chemical in it that's called 7-OH. They say it's stronger than morphine and claim it's an opioid. They claim that it's being marketed to kids, which I have never seen that. I've never seen that. There's so much Kratom around here. Like they were saying, gas stations, vape stores, probably the dispensaries even have it, really. I mean, it's everywhere, but I've never seen it marketed to kids. I've only seen it marketed to adults. Sometimes they'll give you deals on it and stuff like that. Either way, Florida's banning it, and they're claiming that most doctors don't even know what the substance is, even though they're guaranteeing that it is an opioid. Doesn't make any sense, but that's all right. Kratom bad. That's what the story was about. Anyways, next up we got the midlife break. It's our funny video halfway through, and like I said, this is provided by Stoner. It's titled "Going to the WNBA Like." It's coming up next, but first we're gonna hop in the chat, see what you Hooligans think about Kratom. Simply Witchy, you're having rotisserie chicken? Sounds fantastic. Saldrigu, I have toast with peanut butter on it. You have no idea how good that sounds to me. I don't know if today's day 19 or day 20 since I've eaten bread. And man, I'll be scrolling on X and I'll see like cheeseburgers and shit. And pizza, stuff like that. I haven't ate bread in almost a month. I'm craving it so bad. Snooks, I had cold shrimp tonight with cocktail sauce. So good. Isn't shrimp supposed to be hot? I don't really eat that stuff. As long as you enjoy it, Snooks. Guess when we shipped engine blocks, we were told to Kratom. Guess we were addicted. Guess so. I'm glad you survived it. I'm glad you're still here with us. And didn't let the Kratom get you. Simply Witchy, probably not marketed, but do you think they ID anyone to buy it at a gas station? I bet they do where I live, but I bet there's places around here who don't care. You know, they just walk up and ask for it, and dude behind the counter is just like, here you go. There used to be a gas station near where I grew up, down on the state line of Michigan in Niles. And I remember being 13, 14 years old and walking up to the counter and putting a 40 on the counter and sliding $2 across the counter. And then I'd just get the nod and I'd grab it and walk outside and start drinking it, walking down the street. Nobody gave a shit. Like, no one cared at all. But where I live now, people pay a lot more attention and they do care about shit. So I bet people here aren't doing it, but I'm sure kids can get it. Live review, peanut butter toast dipped in hot chocolate is one of my favorite snacks. I don't know about dipping it in hot chocolate. Jesus loves us, live review. That sounds like drunk food. It sounds like high food. That's what it sounds like. Hit the bowl, have you some Dunkin' toast there. That's something else. Salt ragu, hot chocolate. I know. I've been making coffee again, trying to get away from energy drinks and stuff like that. And I've been craving hot chocolate because in the wintertime I put Instamix hot chocolate or whatever in my coffee. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom to you. Cass, I love shrimp but can't do it cold. Yeah, I thought you ate it warm, but I don't know. I don't really be eating that stuff. Appeal to Heaven, bred out for 7 months. You lose weight. I think I'm down 13 pounds or something right now. 13 pounds in like 20 days. That math isn't exact. I try not to think about it. I just keep it in the back of my mind. Otherwise, I crave bread. I crave carbs. And it makes me edgy and kind of more than assertive, we'll say that. So I try not to think about it. But yeah, I mean, I'm close to the weight that I want. I think I got 17 pounds left that I want to lose, and then I'm golden. And I don't know. I don't really have to change anything. I'm eating good, and I'm working out for 10 minutes every day. Sleep better, poop better. I don't know. No reason to stop doing it. You know? What's up, Ramsey? Happy freedom. Time Traveler, create a main bad for you. People say it helps people get away from real opiates. Then they start targeting the psilocybin is the cure for opiates, though. I'm not sure what the first half of that is, but yeah, I'm interested for psilocybin to become more mainstream because, I mean, it does a lot of beneficial stuff. Now, obviously, if you do too much, you get off the rails. Too much of anything is bad. But I think it can really help depression. And we covered a story about how psilocybin really improves PTSD and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting when psilocybin gets more mainstream. Of course, they'll eventually put it in pills that'll be mixed with cancer-causing bullshit and, you know, bad stuff, because that's what always happens. But yeah. Sam, you lost almost 25 pounds? Well, congrats. That's badass. Picture Dad, since I was a kid, my favorite comfort food is peanut butter and Miracle Whip. Sounds gross, but tasty to me. Well, as long as you like it, Patriot Dad. What's up, Cricket Kiss? Happy freedom to you. Stoner Bandit. What are you talking about, Stoner? Happy freedom to you. Cass, no one say that word. Damn it, I don't know what the word is. I missed it. It's not the fuck word. We can say that over here. Shroomish. Yes, shrimp is one of my favorite things. Favorite foods. But shrimp cocktails suck balls. Why? What is shrimp cocktails? I must not know what that is. Stoner. I got some salvia but it was the weak stuff. Next time I would go to the porn shop, I'm going to get the good shit, strong shit in my state. Stoner, I've only had salvia once, and that stuff was brain melting. I'm not sure if it's good anymore. Stoner, buttered onions? I don't know, that sounds alright. You mean caramelizing onions? Or are we talking about different things here? What's up, Shemp? Happy Freedom. What's up, Major? Happy Freedom to you if I can get you all ready. I'm going to be starving by the end of this live. All this food talk. Watchmen, almond butter and pickle sandwiches are amazing. Sounds amazing. I got almond butter in the fridge right now. Whenever I get hungry, I have a spoonful of almond butter. I'm eating like a poor person. Well, I guess I'm a poor person. It is what it is. Time Traveler. Kratom is not bad for you. The people that use it are trying to get off opiates. That's why they're targeting when the real cure is opiates. Oh, it's so okay. I see what you're saying, Time Traveler. Kind of like people were doing vapes. They were trying to quit smoking cigarettes so that everybody started smoking vapes. What's up, Fitzy? Happy Freedom to you. Fitzy, I'd rather drink Kava over Kratom. What is Kava? I've never heard of that before. Otters, keto, I'm doing the same. When you go back to bread, it will be ruined. Tasted really sweet. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm kind of doing the keto stuff. I don't know. Pound of chicken or a pound of steak, 1 cup of vegetables, and that's what I eat once a day, every day. Stoner, dang, I need some Kratom. It's weird how talking about it makes you want to try it. I've never had it, but I ain't got any money for that stupid shit. Be all addicted. Become a Kratom crackhead. That doesn't sound appealing at all. Oh, I see, Cass. Thank you for letting me know. Shemp, vapes got me off cigs after 35 years. That's badass, Shemp. But are you still on vapes? Because that's what I keep hearing is that people get off cigs and they start smoking those vapes, but then they can't get off the vapes. So you're still smoking, but you're getting a higher hit of nicotine than you were smoking cigarettes. Beck Frank, I can't understand it with your accent. What is it? Kava? It's made from a root? You're gonna have to tell me, Beck Frank. You'll have to explain it to me in the voice chat. What's up, Southern Eagleman? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Teasel? Happy Freedom to you. Techno, high protein, high fat, real butter and dairy. Yeah. I've been cooking steak with olive oil, but it's kind of like a cheat day. Whenever I'm feeling like I need a little extra, I cook it in real butter. I wish they'd put my Indian back on the butter, though. I'm tired of buying that Land O'Lakes and it's just sitting there naked scenery. Put my Indian back on it, damn it. Trump's in office, they ain't heard. What's up, Katie? Happy Freedom to you. Everything is addicted? I mean, I guess. If you got the personality for it. What's up, Jay? Happy Freedom. Purple Sticky brand was the best salvia. I never really heard about rating salvia. I just knew people that either did it or didn't. Katie, I love weed. Yeah, I love weed too. Katie, I'd try shrooms microdose though. Well, you can microdose during the week and then have fun during the weekend. The thing is, it's hard to get your hands on around here. Techno, they're saying that the feel-free drink is worse. I've never even heard of that. I'm going to look that up after the live. Thank you for letting me know, Techno. Katie, it's a mimic opioid, not a morphine opioid. Yeah, I don't really trust what they're saying in that video. I believe that it can affect you like an opioid, but like I said, I was asking AI and asking Google and searching all kinds of shit, and I couldn't find anything directly saying it was an opioid. Burgles. Dramamine is weird. What does Dramamine? I can't remember what that is. I know that word, but I can't think of what it is right this second. Simply Witchy, I'm with you on the missing Indian squaw. They shouldn't have removed her. Yeah, they need to put all that stuff back. How silly. Removing characters on brands. Like, stupid. What's up, Zero? Happy Freedom. Sam, calorie deficit is what you're doing, basically. What I've done, plus way less alcohol, which probably helped more than anything that I changed. Well, it's badass you're getting healthier, Sam. We want you to live as long as you possibly can. And the only time I drink, I'm drinking straight whiskey, which is not a lot. But I've been doing that because beer and Twisted Teas and stuff, they got too much bad stuff in it, make me fat. Once I get down to the weight I want to be, I'll be back on the Twisted Teas. What's up, Larry? Thank you for joining us over here on the site. Snook's cocktail sauce is like spicy ketchup. Interesting. I've never had that before. Guess shrimp cocktails is when you eat shrimp with gay dudes. I figured. That's why I've never had it before. But at least all of you guys were here to tell me about it. Love that. Anyways, moving forward here. Like I said, we got our midlife break. It was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Going to the WNBA Like. But before we get into this, we're going to do an ad read because I think we only got one left to do, and we will be completing this task for the Creamium Creator Program. There you go. Good enough. Either way, let's get this started. Real quick, like as quick as I can do it. There's our badge. Let's see what this is. Task. Oops, clicked the wrong button. Make sure to download the Rumble app. Once you download it, search for my channel and follow the channel directly on the app. This will make sure that you get a notification every time we go live. Click the link in the description or pinned live chat to download the Rumble app on your phone. It is free. If you prefer to watch us on the big screen, it's also available for Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Roku, LG, and Samsung Smart TVs, as well as Xbox. All you need to do is search for Rumble. Now, I think I did the thing there. Let's see if it lets me do it. All right, it's completed. I will let you guys know if they count that or not because I don't think that was 30 seconds. They didn't give me enough to say. But either way, we tried. We did the thing. Let's get into our midlife break here. All right, Hooligans. Once again, this is provided by Stoner and it's titled Going to the WNBA Like. Yes. Very nice. We also got the WNBA emojis over on Rumble as well as jeffmaclive.com. I want to see those WNBA emojis in the chat right now. Getting back into the news, like I said, Los Angeles schools set up anti-ice zones. I don't understand how this is not obstruction, but they're very proud of themselves. So I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to need to sit back. You're going to need to back up from the screen because this is full-blown propaganda. They're just talking out of their ass for 5 minutes. You'd be surprised how many of these videos are 556. Comes up all the damn time. 5 minutes and 56 seconds. It's a sign. Anyways, like I said, this is propaganda. They're going to be talking about how hiding kids from ICE keep kids safe. That's the vibe of the video. So hit the like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Bring in immigration attorney Kate Lincoln Goldfinch. Kate, as always, welcome back to the show. Talk to me about this effort from LA Public Schools. They're safe zones, you know, to Anna's point, they're changing bus routes over this to keep kids away from ICE. Do they have every legal right to do that?
Oh, absolutely. They have a legal right to do that. And children need to feel safe in order to learn at school. So I applaud the school district in their actions. And it's frankly a sad state of affairs that they even have to do this in order to protect their students. But the school district has said, we're not going to interfere with enforcement activities, but we are going to keep a lookout. We are going to protect families. We are going to help them know their rights. We are going to require that a judicial warrant allows for entry onto school campuses. I mean, these are all legal protective activities that the school district should do and wouldn't have to do if the Trump administration hadn't already demonstrated that they were willing to go into places like schools and hospitals and churches and domestic violence shelters. So I think that this is what the school district has to do in order to protect the children.
Do you have any worries, though, that implementing something like this, okay, we're going to keep kids away, does that stoke fears of law enforcement among students? Not just fears of ICE agents, but law enforcement across the board, Kate. Do you have worries about that?
It's already there. It already exists. These kids know what's going on. They talk to their parents. They watch the news. They're on social media. These children are terrified. And it's not just families of people who are undocumented. I'm an immigration lawyer. I talk to people every day who are born in the United States, and they're worried about what's going to happen to birthright citizenship. They're naturalized citizens. They're permanent residents. They're dreamers who have seen other dreamers get arrested and sent to Alligator Alcatraz. I mean, these are people who, frankly, are just not even immigrants, but maybe people of color who are worried about being targeted. So, I mean, there's a reason that they are afraid. And the LA school district putting in protective measures isn't what is stoking the fears. It's the enforcement activities and the behavior of the Trump administration since first day in January.
What legal recourse do school leaders have if ICE does, in fact, come onto campus?
So they can deny entry unless there is a judicial warrant. So ICE often shows up without a judicial warrant. They'll have an administrative warrant or other type of paperwork. So the school district will be trained. They will have a designated point person, I'm sure, who knows the difference and will only allow ICE enforcement on campus if there is a judicial warrant signed by a judge. So that's what the school district, I'm sure, will be doing in order to protect the campuses.
A new policy was announced back in January allowing immigration officers to carry out arrests and searches in schools as well as churches. And I know you saw this story earlier this week. A 15-year-old student with disabilities was handcuffed and detained by ICE outside of an LA high school. The boy was released, and federal authorities said it was a case of mistaken identity. But take a listen to what the LA Unified Superintendent said about students witnessing these arrests.
When we see masked men with long rifles jumping out of vehicles, apprehending adults, that is shocking to other adults. Just imagine the mental health trauma that is created in the minds of impressionable children. That's why we're asking for this, but also we've empowered our community with family preparedness packets. We've trained our staff. We have legal aid support for impacted families. We're doing all we can to guarantee a safe school environment for all.
Following Monday's incident with that 15-year-old student, Kate, I mean, how do you think ICE should adjust the way they move around schools?
They shouldn't conduct enforcement actions around schools. That for years we have had memos in place designating secure and safe locations like schools and hospitals and churches and shelters. And there's a reason for that. There's no need to conduct enforcement activities in these locations. So that's just the bottom line. I mean, stuff like this is so unnecessary. It's so traumatic. And even though this young man was later released, imagine the trauma to him, to his family, to everyone who witnessed the event. And these arrests are just indiscriminate. I mean, these agents are just going out on the street, and what we're seeing is that they're in error, making accidents, picking up people who are U.S. citizens, who have green cards, who have legal status, who have disabilities like this young man did. And they're not pausing in these moments and using their humanity to think through what else could they be doing. And that's what I think what is really concerning, the pressure coming from Washington with these daily arrest quotas and then these ICE agents on the grounds who are just willy-nilly picking people up and not pausing in those moments and thinking about what they're doing, and they're creating these heartbreaking scenarios. I have clients who are separated from their families, no criminal history, people in legal status. I mean, what we're seeing on TikTok videos, in the news, this stuff is real. It's actually happening, and ICE needs to stop what they're doing and take a breath and pause and use some humanity. I mean, it's just really horrific.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe.
Holy crying. Holy crying, just crying her little eyes out. I told you it was stupid. Soft and stupid people being soft and stupid. full-blown propaganda. They're claiming that hiding from ICE helps kids feel safe, which doesn't make sense, but that's what they're saying. They're claiming that they're not going to interfere with ICE while explaining how they are interfering. They're claiming that they're being forced to do this as a way to protect the children because of the Trump administration. They're claiming that the kids are terrified of all law enforcement, and they're saying that there's just people of color who are just afraid of ICE because they're not white, and so that means ICE is going to do something. They're claiming that not hiding... claiming it's not the schools hiding the kids that's causing fear. It's Trump using ICE to enforce the law that is stoking fear. It's Trump's fault that the kids are scared. And, yeah. Full-blown propaganda. Like I was saying, it's really ridiculous. And I would like to hear if these individuals get, like, obstruction or something like that, because it sounds like full-blown obstruction to me, but either way, they claim they're within their rights to do it. Of course, it's out in Los Angeles. Next up, fuck that. Hunter Biden reacts to Melania Trump threatening to sue him. I can't wait for him to lose this lawsuit. That's going to be hilarious. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about how stupid these Los Angeles schools are. Guess some. Personally, I think ICE is cool. Want to chill with them. Yeah, I guess some. Those are the frozen meanies. Sam, those poor criminals. No. The Democrats should make t-shirts. Guess well, that bitch pissed me off. Thanks, Jeff. I gave you guys a warning. Sam, I wonder if she's ever seen junkies shitting on sidewalks and thought, oh, those people, they just want to live their best life. Yeah, Sam, she's a ditz. Simply Witchy, oh, the wine. Please, my ears are burning. I know. Ramsey, you crack me up. Otters, I was out of school for a week as a kid because my dad lost my social security card. When did that shit change? Well, they probably don't require it in Los Angeles. It's kind of hard to tell. I remember when I moved up here, it was like the end of the school year, and my dad didn't have all the information to get me into school because I was in the middle of moving and stuff, and they wouldn't let me go to school, not without paperwork. Stoner, don't be scared. Go home. Yeah, exactly. Why won't you go in your home, ball? What's up, JF? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Vinny C? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Plastic Quack? Happy freedom. What's up, Mike T? The droner. Mm-hmm. Stoner, you can be a tard and a lawyer in California. Neither requires you to go to school. Got some TikTok reel? Yeah, absolutely. What's up, Metal? Happy freedom to you. Metal, we don't want kids witnessing ICE working, but we will absolutely accept kids seeing homeless crackheads shoot up in front of them. Yeah, you're right. They're saying that they just have a fear of law enforcement. I don't know, when I was a kid, I wasn't scared of police. I figured those were the guys that got the bad guys. And as a child, where your TV shows are littered with good guys and bad guys, why would you be afraid of the cop? It's the bad guys you worry about, but they're in California. They believe the good guys are dudes in dresses reading while showing their thong to children. So, I mean, you know, it's messed up out there. What's up, Jagula? Happy freedom. Stoner, I cut my hair off today for wigs for cancer kids. It was 13 inches long. What a badass, Stoner. That's badass. Feel aerodynamic now? Beck Frank, you styling today? Like, Frank, it'll be hooligan lockdown. No, we're not doing any lockdowns. Major professional victims, yeah. It's their favorite job. Saldragu, if I join ICE, can I ride a horse? You know, I was thinking about joining, but now that you bring that up, I might not. I don't want to ride a fucking horse. They scare me. I'm scared of horses. They might let you ride one, Saldragu. Guess, hell, I had to bring my own horse and guns. Well, damn, guess, what kind of deal is that? That's how they're saving up for the $50,000 sign-on bonus. Hey, thanks for being here, Sam. Picture Dad, you've donated your hair before too? That's awesome. Jeff, if you get a haircut, you lose a bit of weight. I can't cut much off. Working on losing weight, but I don't think cutting my hair is going to help me out here. What's up, Killer J? Happy freedom. What's up, Blue Magic? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Burn Pile? Happy freedom. What's up, Rich? Happy freedom. Mustang, they're just spreading BS. Yeah, absolutely. Happy freedom to you, Mustang. Techno, ever since a horse took out Superman, that's a no-go. That's how Superman died? Those fucking horses. I knew it. I knew it. You can't trust them. They're cousins to the deer, okay? We already know about Bambi Al-Qaeda. I ain't trusting none of these bastards. What's up, Ron J? Happy freedom. Happy freedom to you, Sassy Patriot, if I can get you already. What's up, Find It, Fix It? What's up, Brenda? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Mr. Lin, kids need to see that the law is at work. It is a good scared straight tactic. I agree, Mr. Lin. That totally makes sense. What's up, Slenderella? Happy freedom to you. Only get sent to Alligator Alcatraz if they won't go home. If they refuse to go back home... Oh, yeah, if they refuse to go back home to their country. Yeah, Slenderella. Well, and they keep telling these dumb blue voters that ICE is picking up U.S. citizens, like going after black people and stuff like that and sending them to Alligator Alcatraz. It's straight bullshit. And for some reason, blue voters believe that's true. What's up, Parabellum? Happy freedom to you. Cinderella, no, Superman originally fell off a horse and got paralyzed. Oh. Techno, Christopher Reeves got tossed and paralyzed. The guy that Eminem made fun of, that's the only way I know him. I don't really know who Christopher Reeves is. I kind of have an idea. I remember the old Superman and stuff. But my brain goes straight to Eminem lyrics, him making fun of Christopher Reeves. Thank you guys for letting me know. Watchmen, that was painful to listen to. Oh, the humanity. Yeah. Guess I'm lies. DHS is only getting illegals. Yeah. I don't think they have time to deal with us. They're out there to get the illegals. Alright, hooligans, moving forward. Like I said, fuck that. Hunter Biden reacts to Melania Trump threatening to sue him. And like I said, I can't wait to see him lose this lawsuit. So I think he's letting that whole pardon go to his head. He thinks he's immune from accountability. And he's wrong. Hit the like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube. And let's get into this.
One more thing before we go. Melania Trump is threatening to sue Hunter Biden unless he retracts comments he made in a recent YouTube interview alleging that Jeffrey Epstein introduced the First Lady to her husband, President Trump. The letter, first obtained by Fox News Digital, claims she will seek $1 billion in damages. Biden returned to that YouTube channel for a follow-up interview in a video released earlier today.
Here we are. And I've got $1 billion document in my hands because Mrs. Trump is seeking $1 billion in damages if we don't take the video down and if Hunter here doesn't issue a formal apology to Mrs. Trump. So now we're here maybe to give you the platform to apologize to the First Lady for your statements that you made about her possible connection to Jeffrey Epstein.
That. That's not going to happen.
Sitting there grinning with his fake teeth. We'll see. Like I said, I think that he's letting that pardon go to his head. It doesn't protect him from this kind of stuff. Hold on a second, I want to change something because I'm seeing that the chat keeps resetting. Just a moment, let me fix this. Alright, hopefully that fixed it. We'll know here in a second. Anyways, like I said, I think the pardon is going to his head. He thinks that he's just above it all, but I really think he's going to lose his lawsuit. You can't just say shit like that. And she's doing a lot of stuff, writing books and all kinds of other stuff. So yeah, claiming that she's connected to Epstein absolutely can affect her business and stuff like that, making income and how people view her. So I don't know if it's worth $1 billion. It's quite the lawsuit, but I think she does have a case. Next up, LA gang members arrested and accused of massive sex trafficking operation. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about dusty ass Hunter Biden. Guess I'm pretty eyes. Thanks, guess I'm. Appreciate it. 10-man Christopher Reeves was paralyzed from the neck down. Yeah, that would be terrible. That would be awful. Jagula. Those two are tight, just hanging together, smoking crack and dick. Yeah, Jagula, it seems like it. Beck Frank, what a wanker. I agree. Picture Dad, Eminem's a fucking clown. Yeah, he should have. I don't know. He should have called it. Now he's controlled. And I don't know if it happened when Relapse came out, because he disappeared for like 4 years and then he came back saying that he's been gone because he was recovering from drugs, and then he's been different ever since then. A lot of people say that he's the clone, that the real Eminem died from the drug overdose and all of that. Next thing you know, he's out there singing and dancing for Hyena Harris on stage, telling people to vote for her dusty ass. I don't know. Can't forgive him for it. What an idiot. Otters, fuck him up, Flotus. Yeah, I can't wait to see this lawsuit. I think Hunter Biden's going to lose. Now, I don't know if she's going to be awarded $1 billion. That would be hilarious, but I don't know. I think she could win a case. I know that. Vinny C, I'll bet them Christopher Reeves jokes ain't going to fly. I don't really know any Christopher Reeves jokes. I just know the lyrics by Eminem. Otters, poor rabbits starting in Colorado. You talking about the tentacle stuff going on? Yeah, the rabbit disease? Yeah. I can't remember if we covered that on the live yesterday or not. We were going to, but I think I found other videos, so I removed it. Jagular, Brittany Griner's a man. That's true. Why are we talking about Brittany Griner, though? Otters, Eminem got the same treatment as Ye and Chappelle. Disappear and come back different. Yeah, Gucci Mane was like that. I think Kodak was like that. But seeing Kodak as a crackhead again, that might be the real Kodak. But the rest of them, yeah, they disappear and they come back and then they're just different. And it's because they have such a huge following. And if they were to tell you to go do bad things or whatever, you might listen. And the government thinks you've gotten big enough, and now they need to replace your ass with somebody that listens. And I firmly believe that's what happens. Just like politicians, just like Hollywood. I think you get so big and you get so many people to listen to you that eventually you have to be controlled, because you may be a threat because of how influential you are. I firmly believe that. What's up here, Juicer? Happy Freedom. Bill Clay, Melania could buy more Carmen Sandiego clothes with $1 billion. I agree, Bill Clay. She does dress like Carmen Sandiego. That's so funny. Simply Witchy, I hope she wins too. Absolutely. Zero, glad you made it home safely. Guess he'll have to paint one of his beautiful works of art. Oh yeah, for his $1 billion hairs. Guess I want to see Barron and Hunter fight. I wonder who weighs more. I bet Barron is taller than Hunter Biden, but I bet Hunter Biden's probably got him by like 30, 40 pounds. It'd be an interesting fight. 10 man, I don't know. I bet Hunter Biden's got that crackhead strength. Yeah, that's what I was just kind of weighing right there. Yeah. Them crackheads are strong. Here, Jesus, got me a wife. Tammy wore her screaming goat to the courthouse. That's so badass. Happy. Congratulations to you, Hair Juicer. Congratulations to both of you. I'm happy for you guys. That's so awesome. What's up, Tucson? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Nerman? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Neil? Happy freedom. Tucson, if Democrats really love Joe Biden, why haven't they gotten an update about his cancer? I talk about that all the time. It's like they said he has cancer, and that was the last they talked about it. That's it. They don't bring it up at all. Nerman, I mean, it's reasonable to just sue the Dems, right? Well, yeah, they're always screwing up. The problem is if you get a liberal judge, then you're not winning anything. They'll agree with whatever's being said. Oh, thank you, Slenderella. Really appreciate the PayPal. Thank you so much for the support. You're so awesome. Thank you. Slenderella, it's venereal warts for rabbits. HPV virus. Says body will clear up on its own. Yeah, the story that I had screened yesterday, it was talking about the rabbits having, they were saying it looks like tentacles. But they were saying, yeah, as long as it doesn't get in their eyes or their mouth, they should be fine. What's up, Jimbo? Happy freedom. Dave Chappelle, Michael Jackson, Eminem, Jamie Foxx. Yeah, you're right, Jimbo. Mr. Lynn, hey, I got fake teeth. Well, there ain't nothing wrong with that. You're not an infamous crackhead smiling on TV while bashing the First Lady. Not making fun of you, Mr. Lynn. What's up, Junie Bug? Happy freedom to you. Stoner, my bunnies don't do that. Yeah, you gotta keep them away from them Colorado rabbits. They got the HPV. They're gonna give them genital warts. Anyways, moving forward here, like I said, LA gang members arrested and accused of massive sex trafficking operation. This story is very interesting. The ringleader is a 24-year-old female. So, like I said, it's very interesting. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, that our friend Larry could really use your help. Larry is in need of a kidney transplant. So I put together a page for him on the website. Has all of his details, information, his whole story. It's got links to all kinds of stuff. So if there's any way you can help our friend Larry, please click this link and go check out his info. Alright, hooligans, moving forward here. Like I said, we got this interesting story about this social media sex trafficking stuff going on here. And they're young. All these people are young. Anyways, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
A disturbing sex trafficking bust. Several suspected gang members arrested, accused of forcing young girls into prostitution. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for being with us. You're watching LA Live News Tonight. I'm Marla Tejas.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Christine Devine. Federal prosecutors here in LA say this is the first major takedown of a sex trafficking operation on that infamous Figueroa Street.
Fox 11's Chelsea Edwards spoke to the acting top prosecutor in our area about this bust, and she's live in Westwood tonight. Chelsea?
Yeah, well, this was a big bust. We're talking 11 alleged gang members, including 6 leaders of the Hoover Criminal Street Gang, now indicted on these really disturbing charges. Take a look at some video. These are images that were mentioned in the indictment, things that they posted to social media. Prosecutors say the gang recruited girls as young as 14 years old, many of them runaways or kids from the foster care system. Federal officials say those victims were regularly raped and drugged, all while being forced into prostitution. The alleged ringleader, a 25-year-old woman named Amaya Armstead, who goes by Lady Duck. Prosecutors say she and her co-defendants acted as pimps, using social media to recruit vulnerable teens and young adults, then controlling them through violence, drugs, and intimidation. According to the indictment, victims who disobeyed were assaulted, humiliated, they were denied food or drugs, and in some cases, branded with tattoos of their traffickers' street names.
I mean, these guys were prolific. They were the ones recruiting these young women and children. They're ones out there selling them. They were out there enforcing by beating up these women and drugging them and raping them. And so today we're getting the worst of the worst people off the street, and there should be an impact on the community very quickly.
Federal prosecutors say the group controlled sex trafficking along a 3.5-mile section of Figueroa Street in South LA, known as the Figueroa Corridor, and they've been in control from February of 2021 until now. Tonight, we sat down with Lori Burns, a survivor who was trafficked into prostitution out of the foster care system as well. She has now made it her life's mission to save victims like the ones from this case, founding the Teen Project, which provides wraparound services to foster and at-risk young women. She believes the system is broken for everybody involved.
I am very sold on hurt people, because I see the girls, I know the stories of the men that have taken them, and it's all a failed system. It's all going to go back to the broken system, because a lot of the kids that you see on the street that were gang members were in the system themselves, whether they were in juvenile hall, group homes, or foster homes. They were in that broken system, and they came out unhealed, unhelped.
Now, 5 of those suspects pleaded not guilty today, and the trial has now been set for early October. And if convicted as charged, some could be facing life in prison. Reporting live from Westwood, I'm Chelsea Edwards, Fox 11 News.
Chelsea, I'm looking at those photos there, thinking of the industry of sex trafficking, and these suspects all seem fairly young.
Yeah, a lot of them, most of them, I would say in their early 20s, very young. And the ringleader, just 25 years old, and a woman as well. Experts say they often use women that are in the system themselves. They use them to get these younger girls to trust them before bringing them in to the same system that they're in. It's a horrible cycle.
Yeah, just a sick industry. About the victims, do we have any idea how many there are, and are they all from the Southern California area?
Those are questions that were not answered today. Today, the focus was on the indictment and getting these people off the streets and into federal custody. So, no, we're waiting on details on where they are now and how they're doing.
All right. Glad we're bringing this to light, and good work by agents for sure. Okay, Chelsea, thank you.
Okay. So like I said, these people are pretty young. They're saying that 11 gang members have been arrested, 6 of them being leaders, recruiting through social media. The ringleader is a 24-year-old woman. They've recruited girls as young as 14. Most of the kids were runaways or foster kids. They're being forced into prostitution. They're being controlled with drugs, violence, and intimidation. Victims that would disobey, they'd be assaulted, humiliated, denied food, denied drugs, and some were branded with tattoos of the leaders' street names. They've been doing this since 2021, so they got 4 years doing this. And they're talking about how the ringleader was successful because she's a woman that's recruiting other women, which is kind of like what Maxwell was doing. A lot of times when it comes to prostitution and stuff, that's how it goes. You victimize one person, that becomes your bottom bitch, and then you have her go out and do all the recruiting. And it's easy to trick people into doing it because they think, well, if you're a woman and you like doing it, then maybe I'll like doing it too. And that's how it goes. Just tricking people that are hurt and abused by life and end up getting into that bad lifestyle. They also mentioned at the end there that these individuals could be facing life in prison. We'll see how that goes. Next up, we got the last little bit of the news, and like I said, it is lefties losing it. This one's titled Pathetic Little Gremlin. Greta Thunberg screams on stage about Palestine. It's coming up next, but first, I'm going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this social media sex trafficking they had going on. Lit review. Remember, the world is run by a patriarchy. Must be a man. Yep. Simply Witchy, do you ever wonder if any of the reporters are really men? That Chelsea woman is questionable, but most likely a woman. Yeah, we question it all the time, Simply Witchy. Also, if you want to change the way your chat bubble looks, Simply Witchy, right next to where you type in the chat, if you click the little arrow button there, you'll see a paintbrush, and you can change the way your chat bubble looks and all of that. Guess hope Rita is back. If I gotta look at Greta, I better see some Rita. Well, I'm just getting disappointed right now. I'm pretty sure Rita's not back yet. I can't remember. I always forget. So much time has passed. It's been an hour and 29 minutes since I looked at it. I'm pretty sure she's not back yet. Vinny C, send the criminals to the front lines. That's an idea. What's up, Brian? Happy Freedom. Appeal to heaven. Who got them started is a bigger question. Well, they said that they're Hoover criminals, and I don't know what that is, but it makes me think that they're probably connected to Hoover Crips. Anytime I've ever heard Hoover stuff, it's Hoover Crips, especially if you're talking about Los Angeles. So I don't really think that's a coincidence. I bet that they're some subsect from Hoover Crips of a sort. You know, that way if something bad happens, like it did, then only that group gets busted. It doesn't take down the whole gang. And so, I don't know. That's just my assumption. I don't know any more than that. But yeah, I highly doubt that they just randomly was like, hey, maybe you should start charging people for sex and we could start paying rent. Like, I don't think that's how it went. What's up, Gina? Happy Freedom to you. Stoner, they got no Riz. You're right. They're Rizless. CLB, that's a national emergency. Yeah. It's a problem. Yeah, I agree, Metal. I totally agree. Rappy, where's Pumpkin? I don't know. Where is Pumpkin? Didn't you see the Hoover Crips? Yeah, there's a lot of people mentioning it in the chat. They better stop slamming shit downstairs. Or else. Ghost, are you smoking me with those names? I haven't heard that stuff in years. Stoner, the Hoover Dam. It's Crippin' too. Nana, where's Klaus? He hasn't shown up to work yet. I don't know where he is. He's got this, like, it's like an octopus toy that Donna Sparks got him, I think, for Christmas or something like that. And he loves that damn thing. And I finally charged it because it's been sitting here dead. And he played with it for like 3 hours straight. So I assume he's napping somewhere. But hopefully he shows up before his shift is over. What's up, Starn? Happy Freedom. What's up, Bibsy? Happy Freedom to you. Thank you so much, Starn, for continuing the membership program over on Twitch for 22 months. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you, Starn. Thank you so much. Ron J, doll hair is too funny. Today at Tim Hortons coffee store, PWHL. I don't know what that is. Barbie dolls. I'm going to buy one. Interesting. Thank you for letting me know, Ron J. Over at Timmy Ho's. I wonder if our Timmy Hortons does fun stuff. I know they're a big deal in Canada. Guess you charged it. What kind of fucking toy is that? You know Klaus, he likes stick things in his butt. Alright, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, we got lefties losing it is the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. And like I said, this is titled Pathetic Little Gremlin. Greta Thunberg screams on stage about Palestine. Throw the shoe. They got the blue banner of death, too. YouTube censoring their bullshit. It's because lefties losing it is too funny. Hit the like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Now it is time for lefties losing it, starting with a PSA for MAGA supporters in Washington, D.C. This dipstick is coming for ya.
I'm leaving my kids, my family, my house, my job, my cat, and everything else just to drive to D.C. right now. I'm driving from Michigan to Washington, D.C. because Pedo 47 is a piece of and I'm going to stick up for my fellow citizens. So you, MAGA. I'm on my way to D.C.
Not the cat, please. Not the cat. So brave, isn't he? Well, here's an idea. Maybe he can link up with this guy.
Well, I'm doing it. I've had enough. I'm going to head for D.C. Got all my stuff packed up. Not coming back until we get some meaningful change. How about you join me? I'm going to take a couple weeks to get there. Let's see what we can do if we all meet up together.
What are they going to do when they get down there? That's actually what I would like to know. What are their plans? Well, you know what? This TDS sufferer has an idea.
Donald Trump is basically taking over D.C. Hello, is anybody out there? Is anybody in this thing? There's going to come a point where everybody realizes that there's no one coming to save us. The Democrats are not going to be able to save us. The only thing you can do is massive resistance in the streets.
A massive resistance to what? To law and order? To tackling homelessness? I mean, the left, they're just TDS insane, aren't they? Now to Democratic nominee for New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani, who has officially been given the kiss of death.
It is election day. I'm on my way to vote. I don't know that I have ever been more excited to vote for anyone than I am to vote for Zohran Mamdani. I've got my button. I've got my Don't Rank Cuomo t-shirt that I have been given because I'm going to a polling site. We have a chance to make sure that our corrupt, sexual harassing, Trump donor-supported, disgraced former governor is not elected mayor of New York.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the defeated, broken and severely underwhelming Cynthia Nixon is manning the booths for Zohran. Dear God. You know who I'm talking about, don't you? The musician turned political activist, turned financial counsellor, turned candidate for New York mayor. Have I missed anything else from Zohran's everything but nothing resume? Actually, I forgot. He was also a rapper. He was a rapper. How could I forget his illustrious career moonlighting as young Kratom?
Go ahead, make a rap for your natty. It's a rap. Get the glass and the rack on your natty. Come through, give a dab to your natty. If you really feeling good, spin a track for your natty. Go ahead, make a rap for your natty.
Get it? So impressive. A real star candidate. I mean, is there anything that this man has not done? He can even cry on cue.
There you go, Mark Zuckerberg. So Mark Zuckerberg gets to buy another island.
I was trying to hold in a cough and I started crying.
Oh, I thought you were just being tender. I feel the same way. I bring this out in people. I really do. It's fine.
Yeah, look, I'd probably cry too if I had to sit on a park bench with Elizabeth Warren. Now, can anyone please decode this gender confusion for me?
So I'm not a girl, but I do have a girlfriend, but my girlfriend really isn't like a girl, so that's why I call them my boyfriend, and they call me their boyfriend, but I'm not really like a boy, really. So yeah, but we're both kind of like lesbians, but we're not really girls like that. And,
what the hell?
I kind of like boys too, so does that make sense?
Gee, that must be absolutely exhausting, trying to figure it out every day, whether you're a boy or a girl or if you like a woman or a man. It's probably one of the most challenging debacles of our time, I'd say. And now look out, J.K. Rowling.
I can live without Harry Potter, but trans kids can't live without transitioning.
So you're not going to be checking out the new Harry Potter series on HBO?
No, I have completely abandoned it. I have put all the gifts I've got for the last 20 or so years into storage, and I'm thinking of selling them to raise money for trans charities just to spite her.
Oh, gee, that's really going to put a real dent in Harry Potter sales worldwide, isn't it? And now look who has popped their sad little head up again. It's none other than the pathetic little gremlin herself, Greta Thunberg, and her merry band of nose-ringed hippies.
The world is watching. Free Palestine! Free, 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 free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine!
Isn't it good to see that she's moved on from the climate change hoax and is dedicated her life's work now to wearing a keffiyeh and screaming on stage? Well, Donald Trump has threatened very severe consequences for Russia if President Vladimir Putin does not agree to end the war in Ukraine after their meeting in Alaska on Friday.
Yes, they will. Yeah.
What will the consequences
There will be
be?
consequences.
Sanctions, tariffs?
There will be, I don't have to say, there will be very severe consequences, yes.
Meanwhile, Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky says there is no sign that Russia is preparing to end the war.
I told my colleagues and the United States President and my European friends that Putin doesn't want peace. He wants to occupy our country.
Joining me now is filmmaker and commentator Army Horowitz.
All right, that there is Lefties losing it. And like I said, that is the last little bit of the news. We're going to get into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our two funny videos of the day. Both of them were provided by Stoner. First one's titled AOC is Having a Hard Time. And our official funny video of the day is titled Feeling Like a Freak on a Leash. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you Hooligans think about Lefties losing it. Yeah, Zero, I was trying to grab Klaus, but he's under the desk and the PC and stuff over here, and I can't reach him. He's getting rode up today for not showing. No call, no show. 10-man fucking idiots. They are. A plethora of them. Where's Russell? Otters, Greta's a Rothschild grandchild. Oh, I totally believe that. Bill Clay, I thought you worked for Klaus. Well, we'll see when it comes time to open this fancy feast. Peck Frank, I turned my volume down on Greta because I don't want people thinking that I'm watching her on purpose. That is hilarious. Holy. Major Crimea River to the sea. Yep. I don't know why everybody left for Lefties losing it. I swear, that's like the best part of the live. Yeah, some huge Jeep Pride event. He was the master of ceremony. Yeah, I was wondering where Russell was. He was here earlier. Killer J, my brain hurts now. Yeah. She always talks like she's got a stuffy nose. What's up, Damon Walker? Happy freedom to you. Oh, God bless you, Damon Walker. Appreciate you being with us. What's up, Magic Moon? Happy freedom. What's up, Wes? Happy freedom to you. Thrashifice, happy freedom. Rhonda, lucky cat. Yeah. I suppose. This guy's battery operated toys. What's up, James? Happy freedom to you. Stoner, I'd do stuff with Greta. Gross. Holy, all I would do with her is run away from her. There's no way. No way. Stoner, she's all rich. I ain't saying I'm a gold digger, but you're just making it worse. You're just making it worse. You want to be prostituting for Greta Thunberg? Ugh. It's no good. Either way, let's get into the fun stuff here. Like I said, we're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the description in order to send donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Let's see what we get today from the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. Now I gotta fight this thing here. I don't know why they made it so difficult. Today is day 7. Holy. There we go. How am I gonna get this out of here? Usually I'm sticking things in places, not worried about getting them out. I don't know what this is about. There we go. Come on, give it to me. That's what she said. Alright, we did it. Holy. We got a Ponyta. We're getting all the original Pokemon. I love that. Those are my favorites. Thank you, Tori Wayne. Really appreciate you. We got a nice little collection here. So awesome. Alright, hooligans, getting into the fun stuff. Let's get these videos pulled up. Like I said, they're both provided by Stoner. I remember now. This is titled, AOC is having a hard time.
Sydney Sweeney looks like an Aryan goddess, and the American Eagle Jeans campaign is blatant Nazi propaganda. I mean, fuck. Watching that sultry little temptress squeeze into a Canadian tuxedo, 3 sizes too small, with her bouncy little fun bags on the screen staring at you, piercing through the core of your soul, with those ocean blue eyes that could resurrect the Führer from his grave in Argentina, is something that should alarm every American citizen, because in America, beauty is not defined by whiteness. Oh no, it is defined by the number of victim groups of which you are a member. Skinny, attractive, blonde-haired, blue-eyed cisgender women descend from the slave daddy oppressors of this nation, and any man who cranks one out while thinking about a woman like this probably hates black people, probably hates gay people, and they certainly hate the diversity of our great nation. So I say, instead of simping for the Sydneys, we should be celebrating the Shaniquas. Instead of worshiping the hot, straight blonde, what about the obese alphabet, people with blue hair? They need love too. And to all the haters who say companies that go woke, go broke, I'd rather be poor than a fucking Nazi.
AOC's having a hard time. It'll be alright. Getting into our official funny video of the day here. Let's get this pulled up. I love this video. Now we're going to get a copyright flag on YouTube, but I don't give a shit. It's worth it. This is titled, Feeling Like a Freak on a Leash. I don't know what that was. Feeling like a pug on a leash. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to grab this Linktree link really quick. I'm going to drop it in the chats. We're going to read through and we get the Pledge of Allegiance coming up. Then, of course, we will be rating out over on Rumble. Alright, there we go. There is the Linktree link where all of my links are listed So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, we'd really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. We have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through and we got the pledge coming up, and then we're rating out on Rumble. What's up, D-Cat? Happy freedom to you. D-Cat, is it your birthday today? Let me see, looking through. It is your birthday. Well, happy birthday to you, D-Cat. Hope today kicks ass for you, and thank you for sharing some of your birthday with us. Green Falcon must be trying to give him a bath. Is that the pug roll of death? Is that what that was? He was fighting back. Nashada, happy freedom to you. Oh my god, AOC is horrible. She is. She is horrible. Beck Frank, generally we don't get mail on Sunday, but it does happen here. I don't know why. It's only since I've lived in this apartment that I've received mail on Sunday. But thank you for letting me know, Beck Frank. I can't wait to see it. You guys are saying Greta's got a nice rack? What? No. No, I don't want... No. Jagula, my pug is an absolute clown. That's awesome. That is funny. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $1 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much for the support. It says, happy birthday, D-Cat. That's right. Thank you, Patriot Dad. Tucson drag queen shows at elementary schools, and she doesn't say anything about that. Well, she might be drag herself, despite what the Hooligans on Rumble think. What's up, Max? Happy freedom. Mr. Lynn, AOC be hating. Jealous she is. She is. What's up, Evil Z? Happy freedom to you. You know it's AI because it's too coherent. Yeah. You're not wrong. Because she didn't start talking like a preacher. I don't know why AOC does that. She gets all wound up and then all of a sudden she thinks she's doing a church service. Wes, Greta needs to train a dragon. I bet Greta likes trains. Guess her wiener's bigger than her neck. Ugh. How do you know that, guess Alright, hooligans, it is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Alright, we did the thing. That means it is now time to raid over on Rumble. Let's see who's live right now. Get this raid going. Rotella's live. We raided him yesterday. Toasty's live. We haven't raided her yet. Darth Jason, we've been raiding on Saturday. Mrs. Ma'am is live. Handy News is live. We Are the Show is live. Let me see. What is Toasty up to? Well, they've been live almost 3 hours. I don't know. It's been a little bit since we raided them. So let's do the thing. We're going to raid Toasty. Don't forget, hit that like button as soon as you land.
General, I guess, than her body of work. In terms of comedy.
I mean, she has a nice figure, so like I don't blame her for like showing it off. Yeah. But remember, I had her, join us in on Ryan's panel.
Yeah.
She's being rated twice.
Mac rated the stream. Thank you so much, JeffMAC.
Huzzah! Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Let me get caught up here in the chat. Let's see.
And Deanna rated the stream as well. Thank you. Oh, double the raid.
Yeah. Raid me, my friends. Raid me again. Raid me.
Thanks for being here, guys. I really do appreciate it. Hello. Hi, everybody. We're just watching this really funny guy right here. He is super brutally honest, but it's hilarious because he's just so this guy right here is just reviewing this video and just rating people. He does facial analysis.
All right, another fantastic raid, you hooligans. Apparently they're over there watching funny videos as well. Well, we're gonna read through really quick. Cat Daniels is right here. I'm gonna grab him real fast. Come here. Yeah, come here, big fatty. Jesus, look at this guy. Look at this big ass cat. Look how big he is. You ever seen him in full force here? Hold on. Look at this. This big ass panther cat. You ever seen one of these? It's one of a kind. This big old Klaus Daniels here. Oh, you got something to say? Let him know. Let him know how you feel. Yeah, get your foot up. You're standing on my guts. Give me these toes. What is you doing? Stand. You've done this before. Always trying to get away. Come on, big booty. They know you were late. You can't outrun your responsibilities. You're late. All right, go on. Good Lord. Big old panther cat here. Anyways, read through really quick, but we are wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Big Cat Daniels. Try to get away, I wouldn't let him. 10 Man, she says that he did facials? Probably. It's probably what she said, 10 Man. Starting, you a big fan of Toasty? She's pretty cool. Picture Dad, God bless our mess. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, thank you for being here, Green Falcon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for being here, Bill Clay. That's right, Nana. Play ball. Picture Dad, biggest turnoff ever is hairy pits and legs on a female. I agree. Hey, thanks for being here, CLB. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, I appreciate you being with us, D-Cat. Enjoy the rest of your birthday, and happy birthday to you again. Hey, thanks for being with us, Gassom. Nano, love me some Klaus Daniels. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's ready for that fancy feast. Zero, you never know what you're going to get with Toasty. Yeah, I know. It's true. Hey, thanks for being here, Slenderella. It's a ball. Happy freedom. It's a rhyme time. Happy freedom to you. Max, you don't want a little Greta in your life? Me either. Alright, hooligans. It looks like we're good to go. Like I said, we will be live again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you for helping me cover the news, and thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. I really appreciate all of you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Go find yourself some good food. I'm going to try and do the same. I think I'm going to use real butter and cook some steak. I just feel that that's necessary. I got it for $4.50 today for sirloin cuts. I'm very thankful to have a butcher right down the road from me. It's making this weight loss thing pretty easy. But like I said, enjoy the rest of your day and make your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.